Chapter 4 Chemical Kinetics. For the reaction 2HY gives H2 plus I2, rate of reaction can be written as minus delta HI divided by 2 delta T equal to delta H2 divided by delta T equal to delta I2 divided by delta T minus delta HI divided by 2 delta T equal to delta H2 divided by delta T equal to delta I2 divided by delta T minus delta HI divided by delta 2 delta T equal to delta H2 divided by delta T equal to delta I2 divided by delta T. For a gaseous reaction at constant temperature, rate of reaction can also be expressed as rate of change of partial pressure, rate of change of partial pressure, rate of change of partial pressure. Rate law for any reaction cannot be predicted by merely looking at the balanced chemical equation. True, true, true. Order of the reaction whose rate law is the rate is equal to K A power 2 B power 3 is 5, 5, 5. The reactions taking place in one step are called elementary reactions. Elementary reactions. Elementary reactions. Unit of rate constant when reaction is second order is liter per mole second. Liter per mole second. Liter per mole second. What is the molecularity of a reaction? The number of reacting species, atoms, ions or molecules taking part in an elementary reaction which must collide simultaneously in order to bring about a chemical reaction is called molecularity. The number of reacting species, atoms, ions or molecules taking part in an elementary reaction which must collide simultaneously in order to bring about a chemical reaction is called molecularity. The number of reacting species, atoms, ions or molecules taking part in an elementary reaction which must collide simultaneously in order to bring about a chemical reaction is called molecularity. 2HI gives H2 plus I2. This is a unimolecular or bimolecular reaction. Bimolecular, bimolecular, bimolecular. KClO3 plus 6FeSO4 plus 3H2SO4 gives KCl plus 3Fe2SO4 thrice plus 3H2O. This reaction is a 10th order reaction. False, false, false. Order of a reaction is not an experimental quantity. False, false, false. Molecularity can be 0 but order cannot be 0. False, false, false. Order is applicable to elementary as well as complex reactions. True, true, true. For complex reaction, molecularity has no meaning. True, true, true. For complex reactions, order is equal to the order of dash step. Slowest step, rate determining step. Slowest step, rate determining step. Slowest step, rate determining step. Molecularity of the dash step is the same as the order of the overall reaction. Slowest step, rate determining step. Slow step, RDS. Slow step, RDS. Draw concentration as time graph of zero order kinetics. Concentration y-axis and time x-axis. Slope வந்து k தான் வந்து ஸ்லோப்பாக இருக்கும். Concentration was a time graph of zero order kinetics. Concentration was a time graph of zero order kinetics. Order of reaction C2H4 plus H2 gives C2H6 is first order, first order, first order. Order of the reaction at 1130 Kelvin with platinum catalyst 2NH3 gives N2 plus 3H2 is zero order, zero order, zero order. Draw graph between log R0 J divided by R versus time for first order reaction. Directly proportional, அதனால் ஒரு straight line. Slope வந்து k by 2.303. K by 2.303. Log R0 J by R versus time. Log R0 J by R versus time for first order reaction. Slope வந்து k by 2.303. Straight line. Decomposition of N2O5 and N2O are examples of first order, first order, first order. Equation of zero order kinetics is R is equal to R naught minus Kt. R is equal to R naught minus Kt. R is equal to R naught minus Kt. Equation of first order kinetics is ln R by R naught is equal to minus Kt. Ln R by R naught is equal to minus Kt. Ln R by R naught equal to minus Kt. Half-life for a zero order reaction is directly proportional to rate constant. False. 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 Half-life for zero order reaction is equal to R naught by 2k. R naught by 2k. R naught by 2k. Half-life of first order reaction equal to 0.693 by k. 0.693 by k. 0.693 by k. For zero order reaction, T of directly proportional to R naught. For first order reaction, T of is independent of R naught. True. 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 Example of pseudo first order reaction are hydrolysis of cane sugar, hydrolysis of methyl acetate, majorly hydrolysis reaction which use H2O. Hydrolysis of cane sugar, hydrolysis of methyl acetate, majorly hydrolysis reaction which use H2O. Hydrolysis of cane sugar, hydrolysis of methyl acetate, majorly hydrolysis reaction use H2O. With the rise in temperature by dash degree Celsius, the rate constant is nearly doubled. 10 degrees Celsius. 10 degrees Celsius. 10 degrees Celsius. Write Arrhenius equation. K is equal to AE power minus EA by RT. K equal to AE power minus EA by RT. K equal to AE power minus EA by RT. Activation energy of a exothermic reaction, that is A gives B, is X and the net energy released from the reaction is Y. Calculate the activation energy for reaction B gives A. X plus A. X plus A. X plus A. All the molecules in the reacting species do have the same kinetic energy. False. 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 Identify the curve which is at high temperature. Curve B is at high temperature. Curve B is at high temperature. Curve B is at a high temperature. Write the relation between K1, K2, T1, T2, where K1 is the rate constant at temperature 1 and K2 is the rate constant at temperature 2. Log K2 by K1 is equal to EA by 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. Log K2 by K1 is equal to EA by 2.303 R T2 minus T1 by T1 minus T2. T1 T2. Log K2 by K1 is equal to EA by 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. The word catalyst can be used when the added substance reduces the rate of reaction. False. 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 A catalyst alter Gibbs energy, delta G of a reaction. False. 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 Catalyst catalyzes the forward as well as the backward reactions. True. 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 What is collision frequency? Z. The number of collisions per second per unit volume of the reaction mixture. The number of collisions per second per unit volume of the reaction mixture. The number of collisions per second per unit volume of the reaction mixture. Equation of rate given by collision theory of chemical reaction is K is equal to PZAB e power minus A by RT. K is equal to PZAB e power minus A by RT. K is equal to PZAB e power minus A by RT. Dash in the equation represents the fraction of molecules with energies equal to or greater than EA. E power minus A by RT. E power minus A by RT. E power minus A by RT. A is equal to PZAB is only valid in dash order. Second order elementary. Second order elementary. Second order elementary. An increase in the concentration of the reactant of a reaction leads to change in which factor of the equation. Rate is equal to Pz e power minus A by RT. Collision frequency Z. Collision frequency Z. Collision frequency Z. What is the activation energy? The minimum amount of energy required by substrate to achieve intermediate state. The minimum amount of energy required by the substrate to achieve intermediate state. The minimum amount of energy required by substrate to achieve intermediate state. What is threshold energy? Total energy at intermediate state. Total energy at intermediate state. Total energy at intermediate state.